Welcome to another out-of-the-box unboxing. Now this is a biggie. This is the Nemesis Lockdown Kickstarter. So this arrived last week in Australia, and yeah, it arrived. And I'm going to open it up and see what's inside. It is a heavy box. It is really big. Lots of components. I'm expecting lovely detailed models and hours of fun solo play. So let's see what we get inside. The packing and the delivery on these is fantastic. They do a really good job in getting these things to you safely. Let's get that out. And let's have a look and get under the lid. Great graphics on the board. Put that there. Okay, so we've got, unsurprising, it's a 32-page instruction manual. It's pretty much the same layout as Nemesis. That's not hugely surprising. We've got a room sheet, again similar to, so this one's set on Mars, rather than on a base, rather than on a spaceship. These look like they are, they're different. Okay, so that one's got rooms, this one's got more rooms, so 2 books of rooms, and then we've got our rule summary, which is always handy once you know what you're doing. And we've got tokens, so this is laboratory, again same nice card tokens, attractive art. Let's make sure all that's still in focus. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so lots of tokens to pop out, and then I imagine this is going to be a block of tokens. So let's have a look inside and see what we get in here. My trusty craft knife. The other nice thing you get with these games is they come with great inserts. So once you've popped all your tokens, they all go neatly into the inserts. And I play from the box. I don't get I only get out the things that I need, and then as I need other things, they come out of the box. So what have we got? We've got our character cards, Hacker, Sentry. Okay, so it's character boards. That way, I guess. And we've got Xenobiologist, Lab Rat. More tokens. Let's pop one of those out. So these are nice, sturdy cardboard. Fantastic build quality. Janitor. Yep. Survivor. I guess this might be the survivor from the Nemesis. Looks a little bit like the Scout. Could be the pilot. And we've got our alien creature tokens. And well, these are our room tiles, so they'll pop out and they'll go on our board. Oh, this is different. So these look like they'll pop out and have dials on them. So they're all individual dials. It'll be interesting to see where so these look like the backs of the dials. So there's obviously going to be countdowns or numerical things we need on Mars rover. I think there's going to be a little model of that in stretch goals, which I'll be opening up in a different video. So I got the Lockdown all-in pledge because I'd already picked up Nemesis retail, so I got the Void Seeders, Aftermath, and the Carnival Morphs expansions. I got it first shipping, so I've been playing those with my Nemesis. Okay, so why don't we move some of this stuff aside so we can get a bit more room, because then we can put the board out, because I imagine the board is going to be big, and I'm not wrong. Okay, honestly I don't think the screen's going to be big enough to show the board, because that is half. It's a big board. So it's double-sided. Let's have a look at the other side. Oh yeah, this is massive. Okay, I might be able to get some of it in. Let's have another look. It'd be quite nice to get a view of the whole board. There we go. Oh, a bit of a wobble there. Let's check the camera. Yep, okay, so there we go. That is massive. And so we've got internal, looks like we've got a cave system over here. There's some external areas. And I wonder what the other side looks like. Wobble on the tripods. Let's see if we can get this over. Oh, okay, so that's slightly different layout actually, which is what you'd expect. And it looks like we've got an outside area down here. Internal Mars, again, massive, so that's pretty exciting. I'll put that away because I think that's just going to get in the way. I'll leave it out. That folds up nicely. I didn't get the play mat. And now, other stuff. It's always interesting to see what we get here. So we've got a infection procedure, contamination slide. We've got a draw bag, which is for our, I imagine, our monster creature tokens. Lots of bags, so we can bag up all our tokens as we pull them apart. Again, so this will be set up for your character boards. Everything will pop out nicely into there. In the first layer, we've got, I imagine there's a sound tokens, fire tokens. These bases go on the bottom of the characters, so you can work out colours for tokens. You've got repair, well not repair, damaged room tokens. Again, great plastic components. Imagine these are miscellaneous indicators, stands. We've got these are the caps for the dials that we saw. Damage tokens, standard red cubes, and dice. Oh, the dice are a little bit different. I think with Nemesis you just got a D10, but now we've got two D10s. Oh, you will have the damage dice, but now we've got blue and red damage dice, and that looks like a D12. And then they're transparent, so they're nice looking dice. So they can go back in there. And then the next layer, oh, there's a diagram. Oh, okay, so we've got little small ones. So let's see if we get a bit closer for that one. I'm going to zoom in. Yeah, okay, so this looks like a larvae type. Put them back in, and we've obviously got shaken loose. We've got a gap there for something. Okay, then we've got our characters. So I think this one is our, if I'm correct, if I can get it to focus here, that's our IT specialist. So these are incredibly detailed. So these are kind of next generation after the first. So I think the Nemesis second Kickstarter had the new models. These are far more detailed than the models than in the first Kickstarter, which were really detailed anyway. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. I think this is the survivor, so let's have a look at that one. Again, these are really going to be great fun to paint. And I've also got our main critters. They're called Night Stalkers, if I remember rightly. I brought over one of the Nemesis intruders. So that's an intruder. So these ones are smaller. But I imagine that as I dig through the box, where does that one go? different beasties of Mars will get significantly bigger. Getting it back in the box is kind of important because they're quite delicate. There we go. And we've got trays for slotting in our cards. I play solo, so I use these trays to put all kinds of cards just to keep my game area in place. And now we've got the bigger ones. So this looks like a bit of a Hulk. And again, if we compare that to a standard intruder, they're getting considerably more weighty. And this looks like a kind of a queen type character. And then again, here's our intruder. So not as big as the queen. I didn't bring the queen out. Okay, and what are we doing figures? Let's do this one. It's kind of hanging on a, and again, intruder is a little bit smaller, but then most of that model is the getting it in without breaking one of the others. Okay, and we've got sets of cards. So we've got lots of cards, and we've got, yeah, so they're called, let's get out and zoom back out. Okay, so we've got Night Stalkers. So if I can open some of these. One of the things that I found with the Nemesis, that when I sleeved the cards, they fitted, but it was a tight fit and things had to go on a diagonal, which wasn't entirely great. And hopefully the actual fit will be better. So Night Stalker weakness, item cards. If you've played Nemesis, you'll be very familiar with this layout. High quality art, really clear iconography. Yeah, these are nice little cards. I did bring a sleeve, so I nicked one out of my Nemesis box. So I sleeve that in. Oh yeah, okay, so they've made the trays bigger, definitely, because there is plenty of space for a sleeved card, for all the sleeved cards in there, so that's fantastic. I do like to sleeve my cards. I've got another set of blue items, ammo. I guess these are going to be character cards. So each character comes with quest cards, xenobiologist. So the characters come with sets of cards that unlock starting equipment. Again, similar to Nemesis, because it is the same kind of model. And there's plenty of space in there, so once those get sleeved, that's fantastic. And then we've got the standard magic size cards. So what's that? They're 88 by 64 action cards. You know, the cards are good quality. Again, really attractive, consistent, dramatic artwork, which is contamination. And if you don't know how that works, where's my reader? So if we're during the game, you draw a contamination card, pops up, or you get to scan it for whatever reason. It goes into the little red reader, which then reveals that this one is infected. Probably can't see that. So it basically gives you the text, which then decodes it, which is a nice way of having these as you collect. As you get hit, you get more contaminated, which then means bad things happen. And again, these are all the item cards, and I did bring a sleeve for those. And let's see how they go. And again, lots of room. And these aren't super tight sleeves, these are standard sleeves. So there is going to be, it's never going to come out again. Plenty of room for all your sleeve cards, so I think that's a really good improvement on the previous insert, which was really good. You know, we're talking the difference of 9 out of 10 versus 10 out of 10. At the moment, this one's getting 10 out of 10. I guess my only real concern is you're just going to have to be careful putting your figures in because they're quite delicate. All radiation cards. Again, we're on Mars, hostile environment. So we've got events, stalk and night attacks, and the Mars surface. So that's a different mechanism. Now we're going to be running around on the surface, so we'll have inside and outside things to deal with. And again, we'll have dice triggering when we throw the D10, and the different enemies that may or may not trigger. I'm not going to open all of the packs because, you know, if you want to see all the cards, buy the game. And if you play Nemesis, it's kind of more of the same. Objective, I guess. Serious wounds and actions. Objectives. Well, we had objectives in Nemesis. Let's see if there's anything else that pops out that might be significantly different. So we've got objectives for the different characters, events, character draft. So that's, you know, you draw the cards and you get to know who you're going to be playing. Choose the janitor. Objectives, again, have the player number, the 3 2s, 2+, 2+. I wonder if there's a set of solo ones, which is of my interest. I usually play two-handed, two characters solo, cooperative, which means, you know, some aspect of Nemesis and the betrayal is kind of lost, but it's still a great. Okay, here we go. So we've got a set of solo co-op. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's pretty cool. That's going to give it quite a good bit of replayability, and it's customized for solo. So again, excellent, thank you for that. There we go. Yeah, so there we go. I'm going to try and get it all back together again. I think we do this one next. And then we have this one. And we have a cover. Probably got it thrown the wrong way. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. I might have to rewatch my video to see if I get the cover around that way. That's definitely not right. Oh well, that will do for the moment. And then I'll just put that as the board because all the tokens are going to all get popped. So I need to set the rules. And there we go, that is a bit of an overview of what's inside the box. Oh, tokens going everywhere for Nemesis Lockdown. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to open up the stretch goals in the next video. So don't forget to subscribe and like.